and gentlemen, in today's match, we have in the blue corner, Omo Baba Olowo himself, the one, the only, David Adeleke, aka David O. And in the red corner stands EME's very own Ayo Balogun, aka Wizkid. With things having gone so far south between these two that they are no longer on speaking terms, it's safe to say that this is no friendly match. When David O and his HKN posse reportedly left the NEA Awards show while Wizkid was still performing, there was absolutely no doubt that something indeed was a bit off. So, what exactly went wrong? Apparently, this new feud between David O and Wizkid can be traced back to two heavyweights in the Nigerian music industry. Guess who? Don Jazzy and D'banj. Predictable, right? What a fallout. We guess this is the perfect time to use the expression, when it rains, it pours. This drama began when in May 2012, rumors began to make the rounds about D'banj signing David O to his DB Records. As you well know, it turned out that this rumor had not a shred of truth to it, but it was still enough to get Don Jazzy seriously ticked off. According to a close friend of both warring factions, David O and Don Jazzy were really close up until the Coco Master and the Don parted ways. So, hearing that David O had presumably cast his lot with D'banj did not sit well with him at all. Reportedly, in response to this faux news, Don Jazzy instructed Wande Cole, who played mentor to both Wizkid and David O, to stop visiting the latter at his place in Lekki. Now, at this time, David O was still working on his debut album and had intended to feature both Wande and Wizkid on separate tracks. However, when he got in touch with WC's management, he was being asked to pay quite a huge sum. 1.5 million naira huge, to be precise. While we all know that money is no object to the Damijuro crooner, his manager, Asha Asika, was anything but cool with the charge, and there was quite a nasty exchange of words between Asika and Wande's manager, Nana. Eventually, they had to put the kibosh on the collabo, and all communications between Wande and David O came to a screeching halt. Not given to being knocked down and staying down, David O moved on to make the collabo with Wizkid happen. But when he sent the instrumental to Wizkid, according to sources, Wizkid said he couldn't work with David O on the track. Why? Because the beat wasn't up to snuff, and he had no intention of lowering his very high standards. Wow. So it soon came to light, however, that Wizkid declined David O's request because he knew of this fight with Wande Cole, to whom he remained very loyal. In other words, Wizkid gave David O a very polite yet thinly veiled middle finger. According to a source, Wande is like Wizkid's elder brother. Wizkid looks up to him a lot, and anything Wande says, Wizkid will do. When Wande told him about what happened between him and David O, he just took sides with him straight. Undaunted by the double dose of rejection, David O swiftly flushed both songs down the drain and was reportedly inspired by the whole drama to do the first track off his album, titled All of You.
I'm bigger than all of you. I'm bigger than all of you.
On that track, he claims to be better than everybody else and cites P-Square, Two-Face, and D'banj as his mentors, while saying abso-zilch about Maven and the EME crew. In response, the Mavens were a no-show at David O's album launch. But we guess it's all still going good for David O, as according to a source close to the pop star, David O doesn't send Don Jazzy or them Banky W again. That's what inspired the song. He believes they aren't better than him, and to an extent, he does prove it. Well, one thing we do know, it's sure hard to tell how this will all pan out in the end. Perhaps Xtra should organize an actual match between these two. You know, no shirts, bare knuckles, or ring in the streets, Tekken style. We'll let you know if we can get them to duke it out so you can start placing your bets.
If you want to know